Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another live edition of Nevermind the Furthermore for Wednesday, Hump Day, April 6th, 2022. We'll be back in 1 minute because we got to pour some ambition into a cup, because otherwise we'll pour it on our laps and it'll hurt. But anyway, stay tuned. We've got a little bit of information about the Hannibal show this weekend and a little change that we're having to make. And we'll be taking your comments, creative comments, and conversation. So stay tuned, will you? And get yourself something to drink. Hydration is very important.
10 seconds.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
How dare you!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore, your morning dose of creative conversation and coffee with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, Facebook famous YouTuber, and former mortician's assistant. Get ready to start your day off right.
And good morning. How the heck are you? Welcome to today's edition of Nevermind the Furthermore. First of all, thank you sincerely to Karl Witsman for doing such an incredible job on Monday. Despite the fact he brought me in, that was not planned by either of us. I kind of, asked him if he wanted me to co-host, and I think he left it up to me, but I didn't leave fast enough. He drew me in, although we had a fun conversation. Please go back and watch that. And also I want to thank Daphne Lage and Nita Lanning for having me on Ragin' 2 last Monday, and we had just an absolute ball on that one. And thank you, ladies, for the after show. And just generally, if you're not watching us, watch Ragin' 2. Believe me, you're going to dig all the stuff they've got going, especially if you're a comic fan, independent comic fan. You will love it. So please check that channel out, and please subscribe to it, and please subscribe to us if you would. I would not mind that at all. And also, something else I don't mind is the fact we got sponsors. Yes, we have sponsors. First off, Rising Tide Publications, thank you very much. I sleep with the boss there. I own it. Anyway, and also Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. You might have written the next To Kill a Mockingbird or Lord of the Rings, but how's anyone going to know it unless you get an incredible cover that'll draw people to your book and get them to check it out? Well, that's why you need Jeffrey Hayes and Plasma Fire Graphics. They create all kinds of wonderful, wonderful images that not only you can put on the front of your paperback, in fact, they do the whole wraparound thing, but also images and video you can use for selling it on social media. They do it all, and they're great to deal with. And like I said, indie creator-friendly prices. You'll love them. So please check them out. Check out the Plasma Fire Graphics Facebook page. Then jump on over to plasmafiregraphics.com. And all the samples you see are stuff that's been published. It's not like, well, gee, if they'd hire me, I'd be glad to give them this cover. No, those covers are on some real books, including some current ones of mine, including the Snow Shorts of second volume from Ben Books, and Captain Hawkland and the Skyhook Remnant from Stormgate Press, with more to come. check out the Terrors sometime this summer. Anyway, please check them out at plasmafiregraphics.com, where you can contact Jeffrey Hayes directly as Plasma Fire Graphics when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. And we are part of the Rising Tide Broadcasting Network. We've got entertainment and illumination 7 days a week, all kinds of great shows. And I hope you checked out the Dastardly Dingoes last night. That was a super, super show as always. So definitely check them out. And I think Dr. John, the Original Gangsta, is kind of going on hiatus for a while. Dr. John Celestri, the great animator, who made the only part of the Star Wars holiday special is worth watching. Anyway, he is going to be coming back with a collab with one of our members, and it's pretty exciting. I've been told what it's about, and I look forward to it, and you will too. So anyway, check us out. And also tomorrow night, don't forget, I will be back for Comic Book Spectrum, a show that even people who don't like comics like it. We give reviews, talks about what's going on in the news about comics and everything. Just a bunch of comic geeks getting together and having fun, and you'll have fun too. So please check us out. It's tomorrow night, 7 p.m. on Thursday nights, followed by Stupid O'Clock at 9, and the Last Man Standing at 11. A full night of entertainment and fun stuff. So anyway, please check it out. Bit of news. I have to get 2 bits of news, actually. One, I will not be here at all on Friday. I will be traveling. And Karl Witsman will be back more than ably handling the hosting chores here. And thank you all for being so kindly disposed towards him. I gotta say, he got more people watching him than I normally get, which is kind of cool. I'm going to put Karl's image on my thumbnails from this point on. But anyway, he did a great job, and thank you all again for engaging with him, and you'll have another chance on Friday. Unfortunately, I'll be back on Monday, so you'll have to deal with that. But we'll be at Hannibal, the Big River Comic-Con in Hannibal, Missouri this weekend. It's Friday from 3 to 9, and Saturday from 10 till 5, I believe it is. Please check out their event page on Facebook. And the other announcement is that Calgon will not be going to Hannibal for the simple reason that it's going to be 32 degrees at night on Friday, and we are not set up to sleep in that much cold yet in the van. So we have actually booked a motel room, and we'll be not taking Calgon because the Saturn View gets much better mileage. So anyway, so anyone who wants to see Calgon, we will probably have Calgon probably our next show, or I think maybe Free Comic Book Day. We will be attending Free Comic Book Day the first Saturday in May, and we'll be at our home away from home, Castle Perilous in Carbondale, Illinois. Please come see us then. So anyway, we have gotten the falderall and the all the business stuff. Let's talk about you. Let's get your comments here. What did the pre-show look like? Well, Nicholas Tockert, our pre-show host there, who also is on Nerd Bacon on the Raging 2 Network. Please check it out tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. He and Luke Stone get together, and some people show up and heckle. Anyway, good morning, Nevermorians. The mighty Manatee Man, master of marketing, rises from the depths to remind you that this is it, the Hump Day pre-show. Couldn't be happier to hear that. And as we are joined by our Fez-wearing, word-wielding host, and only today I may say, rise up, rising tide, and BK, give BK all the love. Let's take the show to the 6-hour mark to make up for lost time. No. No, we may do that one day, but today can't be the day, unfortunately. I've got to go run some errands. In fact, today we were going to try to make this a 60-minute episode, okay? So, but we'll make it up to you, I promise. And furthermore, huge shout out to Karl. Now, that I will stand behind. Karl did an exceptional job. And I think y'all, we got to badger him into being an author. And he says he's going to quit. We know better. But I think we need to gently prod Karl into hosting his own show. And I will go on the record as saying that if he wants this show, I would give him Nevermind the Furthermore. And that doesn't mean you're rid of me, though, by any stretch of the imagination, because I got stuff I want to do. And good morning, 6 hours. I better get the hail bale. Oh, good. I hope they're talking about you doing that show. And now, before the floodgates open, says Nick Tucker, what are you working on today? I am gathering assorted tax documents. Yay. But creativity is a reward after, and if you have tax documents to gather, that means you made money. Exactly, Nick. Very good thinking. Myself, I am doing the galley edit on my share of an anthology that will be coming out from Prose Press in the next couple of months. We are going. This is the year it finally happens. That's right, folks. Hey, I've threatened it for years that one time it's going to turn. We're going to go from who's Brian K. Morris to, oh God, not him again. I am making up for a lack of product the last couple of years, and boy, am I making up for it. But no, it's a book, and what really makes it special is that my editor was Cookie. The publisher assigned Cookie the job, said, well, are you comfortable criticizing your husband's work? And she's like, what do you think I do anyway? And believe me, she was very comfortable criticizing my work, but it turned out better. It turned out really good. And I'm really excited for this book to come out. I think you will be too. So stay tuned, all right? And, whoa, hello, Karl. And hold on a second here. Do I need to sneeze? No, I'm good. Anyway, but no, I'm going to be doing that. Then I am going to be working on a formal pitch for a book to a publisher. If you are my Patreon fan, you'll find out I'm going to give a progress report tomorrow, I believe it is, on how I'm coming along in my writing project. So it's moving along. And Karl Witsman said, thanks for the shout out. I'll be hosting again tomorrow for those masochists in the audience. Probably the only masochist is you, Karl. I think everybody else enjoyed you as much as I did. And I figure most shows run hour and a half to 2 hours, so why not get our money's worth for BKM? You already have had enough of me probably after Karl. I'm figuring and it's not imposter syndrome. I'm figuring by this point I owe you guys money, and you did grand and helped the audience well. Agreed, Nick. Excuse me. Okay, hold on. Oh, Nick. Thank you, Nick. Yes, he did. He did a great job. And speaking of great, there's Donna Carly calling. Good morning, Don. And all while excuse me, all while is hot. That just came off the burner there. Excuse me. All while tormenting people in the audience, Nick, it was glorious. Hey, Donna. See, now Karl has figured out the true hosting function here. And we would have done even better if it hadn't been for those meddling kids on Raging, especially Nita Lanning. But I still love her. I do too. And I love Daphne and Daphne Lage, and they're both wonderful ladies, and it was my privilege to go over there. We've been meaning to do something together for a long time, and do not be surprised if they wind up cruising over here some morning. And we are going to have another morning where we bring someone in. We're going to talk to Pops Van Zandt in a couple of weeks. He's got a couple of things going, not the least of which is CromCon, which, by the way, I have taken a Saturday night slot in this upcoming CromCon in April. So please come check us out and please support us. I like that. And Karl Witsman says, sticks and stones may break my bones, but stealing my viewers, that's dirty. I can't see that we stole too many. Although I was a little surprised to show up, and there was only like a couple of people I'd never seen before. That everybody else was a Nevermorian, and thank you for that, guys and gals. And blah, says Nick. And speaking of viewers, let's allow off some sponsors and really shout out Cindy Cap, who is indeed writing on the edge. That's CKOEPP.com for an incredible newsletter. And also, she is a wonderful lady. We love her so very much. And also, please support her. Please pick up her work on Amazon or at bearpublications.com, where you can pick up things like this lovely Animal Eye logo drinking mug, holds water and other beverages splendidly, and also her great comic book Animal Eye. The second issue is out in digital form. The first issue is out in physical form, and digital. But you can pick it up at bearpublications.com. So that's two ambulances going north at the same time. Either it's bad or it's a race. What, you think Danville, they've got nothing else to do but race up and down North Vermilion? What the hell? And I'm hoping it's a Cannonball fan convention, Cannonball Run fan convention, Don. Yeah, either that or, maybe, well, no, they can't do a blue light special anymore. There's no Kmart there. I think it's a storage place and a Planet Fitness now. And that was my first Kmart. I loved the Kmart there. And Donna Carl, I'll watch for the Trans Am. I'll be looking out for Adrienne Barbeau. Anyway, and street department just called out to Ridgeview Avenue north of here for glass in the roadway, so not a race, I guess. And dang it, I agree with Nick Tockard, man. I hope everyone is okay. And the kid is now fascinated with the scanner. Oh boy, I didn't know you had a police scanner there, Carl. We've got a, I guess our police communications here are highly encrypted. I took the Citizens Academy, as everyone knows, a few years ago, and they were telling us that most of their calls are encrypted because one day the one of the I think it's the chief of police was walking through our local mall by the Radio Shack that was there at the time, and was a little horrified to hear the SWAT team on the Bearcat scanner at Radio Shack detailing, okay, you go around to the back and all that stuff. So, yeah, evidently Danville hasn't seen the need for that much encryption. And I'm curious, do you know, Carl or Donna, do your police wear cameras? I'm endlessly curious about that because I know of several large communities that do not have not allocated funds for the cameras that the policemen wear. And every cop that I have talked to has said they love it because they feel more secure in that it no longer is he said, she said. It is now, okay, I've got this camera on my chest that portrays my point of view. So, and it's saved many a career and a life. Anyway, you're welcome, Carl, says Donna. And Annika just sent out ambulances for possible stroke. I'm all over the medical calls this morning. Wow. Annika's a half hour from me. Wow. And finally got a signal at the barn, says Michaela J. Michaela, mwah, glad to see you. Check out last Monday's Tidbits and Scribbles on her channel and her morning motivationals. They've been awesome. And last Monday, we solved everyone's problems. And I say I was there. I was on 3 shows in one day. So please check out Tidbits and Scribbles. It was a fantastic show with Carl and Donna and Dan Holofield and Michaela and myself. We had a great time. Hey, and good warning on the motivation this morning about scammers and 600 subscribers. Nice. She's catching up with me. Let's hear it. And hey, Michaela from Donna and Teresa Dunn. Happy Hump Day from Teresa Dunn. Mwah! Glad to see you, Teresa. Hope your morning is going well, and good morning to you. And everyone's saying hello to Teresa. Thanks, Carl. Hey there, Donna. Hey, Teresa. Carl, Donna, Michaela, hey, everyone. Next cleaning target is my audience. Close up all the kitten hiding holes. Yeah, that's a good idea. Don't ever bring your cat around here. We'll never find that cat ever. And yeah, right, says Donna. You sound like Cookie now. And attacking toes is he? And everyone's saying hello. And attacking things on the shelf. Next, it'll be books. Disaster. That's right. That's when something must be done about the cat. Don't attack my books, cat. And let's see how many words I can get down today. I have total faith in you, sweetheart. I know you're going to do well, and I'm looking forward to getting back behind the typewriter, as Benny Hill used to call it, and putting down some wordage of my own. And good morning to you, Skunk Rocker. Mwah! Glad to see you, guy. Hope all is well. Karl Witsman screams, stop chewing on my notes for Fridays. Never mind the furthermore. What is this preparation you speak of? And hey, Skunk, says Carl. And Skunk says, if I ever write a memoir about my life, the title will be The Pain Never Ends. Or you could take it from Frank Zappa, The Torture Never Stops. I know, I've had days like that too, where it's like, it's not will it get better, but who's next? Yeah, I totally feel you, Skunk, and I really hope your day gets better, my friend. I really do. You deserve a bunch of good days. Everyone's saying hello. And from this was Small Press Publisher, Friday nights at 8 p.m. on the Rising Tide. Or no, excuse me, Saturday nights at 10. Confuse him with Nicholas Tockert and the Historical Fencing Guild on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. From the desk of Small Press Publisher is on Saturday nights at 10 p.m., 9 p.m. Central, and it's always entertaining and informational. So it's good to see you, Joe D. McPhee, and we'll see him tomorrow night on Comic Book Spectrum. And oh, what's up, Skunk? We all want to know, says Michaela. And morning, Brian. Hope all is well. Everything is groovy. Everything's beautiful in its own way. Quoting Ray Stevens. Let me move my keyboard. And by the way, I've never showed off my keyboard here too much. Michaela got this for me a while back, and it emulates an old-time typewriter keyboard, and it's noisy as hell, but the keys light up, and I adore it so much. I love it almost as much as I love her. But I don't have quite the same unwholesome thoughts. But it's close. It's really close. Anyway, thank you, Michaela. Love you. And anyway, yes, all is well. We've been having some weak internet signals around here lately, but so I can identify with Michaela in the barn, but as opposed to Colonel Mustard in the library with a pipe wrench. But anyway, but yeah, everything's groovy, and we are getting things done and out the door. And like I said, I've got a galley edit to do today, and back to the plotting of my next novel. Scott Garger says, oh, not much, just out my first 5 stops this morning. 4 are extremely heavy, and I worked out last night, so I'm already sore tired and overslept and just blah. Oh man, I understand that. I'll tell you, the best exercise for me lately has been Calgon. Just climbing up in and out of that cargo van has been an enormous pain in the glutes. Actually, it's been beneficial. I've started actually losing weight again, and my upper arm development, because I have to like stand on the step and then grab the steering wheel and the side of the door and then jump up and pull myself up into the cab. Hashtag fat boy problems. Anyway, good morning, all. Believe it or not, I'm on time for once, Grant Lankard. I do believe you, sir. And you're even a minute early by your time signature there. Anyway, check it out, the work of Grant Lankard. He's awesome. And hey, Brian, have you got any projects completed lately? Yeah, I have, actually. I had a short story that I sent off, and it was a cold submission. I did not query, but somebody put out a call for stories, and they said, just send it to me, and I'll look at it. And I did. All I can say about it at this point is it is a licensed character, and it is from a television show that I was a huge fan of back in the day. And it was the first, and I've mentioned on the air, so if anyone remembers my blatherings, it is the first television episode that ever made me cry. And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful cry. It was damn near an ugly cry is what it was, man. It got me. And I just need a soft bed to lay in and someone to brush my fur. Oh, man, you deserve that. I hope at the end of the day, Skunk, you can get that rest and just imagine all kinds of wonderful people stroking that fur, all right, and bring it to its full gloss. And from Odessa Small Press Publisher, Michaela Jade, I caught Monday's motivation. That is very true about Amazon. I am not liking what they did to us comic creators when they fully took over Comixology as far as royalties. Now I don't think I've heard about that. I think, or you may have mentioned it, but I don't. Has it come about that they've screwed with your royalties? I mean, one of the things we talked about on Monday, for those of you who haven't caught it, please check out that episode. It was very informative and quite entertaining too. They've messed with on the prose side, they've messed with a lot of our stuff. The print quality of the books on the covers has gone up significantly. The stuff that's coming out now looks a lot better than it did, particularly in painted covers. Skyman still looks good, no matter how that comes out. But yeah, part of what we talked about on Monday was the fact that, release as far as we're concerned, Amazon in the last 3-4 years, I used to say they were our best friend as creators. Now, we're almost having to gird our loins in combat against these guys because they're no longer really working to our benefit. And morning, Don, I hope you and Carl are well. And he is muted again. No muted, not me. I'm a mutant. So Monday BKM mentioned starting on time. No, I'm not muted, Joe D. McPhee, and he is not muted on my computer, and that's better. I was never. Check your volume, Joe, and sound. And yes, thank you for coming to my defense, guys. I was careful today. And for a second here, he was. Oh, we have a filter, a Chicago filter. Installed recently. That could be why it takes another second for it to warm up, and Chicago gets our and Cook County in general gets our signal. So now you know. And you sure, Jody? I can hear him, and not volume. I think it was connection. And hey, everyone, and Grant Lankard does a blanket hello to everyone, loud and clear over here. I was looking elsewhere, and it scared and it scared the out of Karl. So anyway. Yeah, that was funny the other day at SI Comic Con. And again, thanks, Matt and Katie Wayman, for having me. And I look forward to April 1st next year when I'll be back. But Lonnie Johnson of Heroes for Kids had a partner there. They were selling armaments. And one of the things they had created was a small plush, it looked like more like a regular bomb, but it had a big F on it. And he goes, look, I've got an F-bomb, Brian. He threw it at me. I grabbed it, and I go, mine squeaks, and threw it back. So anyway, and we are graced with Joe Dog McKeel, the host of Stupid O'Clock, Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern and Saturday nights at 11. Check that show out. It is wonderful. I love that show dearly. And I love Joe Dog in a manly sort of way. Anyway, Joe Dog, glad you're here. Hope your day is going well. And you, Brian Rodman, good to see you. Great Dastardly Dingoes last night. Thoroughly entertained. And good morning, my fellow Brian and Nevermorians. What a hump day it is. Just a little over 2 weeks before we launch the Nebulizer #2. Head over to Kickstarter and follow the pre-launch for a great time. And please put in a link, which, by the way, I need to mark this. I'll know where I left off. And I want to put in a comment here because we have let's see. Let me take that out. And take that out and okay, there we go. I believe this is the address I was given. And we are going to, as soon as that cycles through, we have a member of our community who calls himself Frog G, who is like the Cindy Kep of his crowd. And did it show up? There it is. Frog G has a comic book that is currently being funded, and we would like you to go there to Indiegogo and check it out. Let me see. I did have the name of it. It is, hold on, Voodoo Gods and Magic. That sounds pretty swank. I think y'all ought to check that out because Frog has done an amazing job. He comes over here and he does other shows like the Rage and 2 shows and provides link after link to various creators. And I would please check out what Frog does because he's amazing. He really, really is. And we assume it's a he. But anyway, fantastic person. And let me go back to, there we go. I was going back to my started comment there. And anyway, Donna Carleen says, anyway, I'm on my way to be finished with my 800 Ridge book. Excellent. After taking over a year to write it, only a couple more scenes and it's done. Excellent news. And speaking of excellent, there's Harley Slavic. Haven't seen you in ages, my friend. Hope, Harley, you are doing well. Good to have you back. And everyone's saying hello. And hi, Harley. I don't think we've met, but nice to meet you. Says Grant Lankard, and he says hello to Joe Dog. And hey, Harley, I'm good. Well, we knew that, Michaela. Anyway, we are smack dab in the middle of fulfillment for Memoirs of an Angel #8, says Brian Rahman. The digital rewards have been sent out. They are spectacular. And we're expecting the books from the printer this week. Woo! That is good news, Brian. Excellent. Also excellent is Rick Bradley. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, my friend. Good to hang with you on Saturday. And always wanted to hang with Willow Schuyler. Mwah! How's our barista S today? I'm not really here. I'm not all here. Don't feel bad, Willow. I'm just sharing and giving lots of love. Have a good day, folks. See you at the sideshow tonight. Lots of love to you, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you so much. And Rick Riley, check out his author page and on Amazon there. You can sink your claws into the Nightmare Collective, eat some apple pie with the Marvins tonight out, bask in the glory of the award-winning Pulp Reality #1, and try to hide from the tales of the weird and strange. You can't hide from the weird and strange because we're here. Anyway, Ted Davies Artistry, good morning to you. How are you doing, Ted? Good to see you, my friend. And thanks for the shout-out. People tolerated me well. They had great stuff to tolerate, Carl. You did a super job. And Brian, Glenn Fleming, how you doing? Mwah. And, that well-edited book. I'm not going to mention it. I've run that joke into the ground. I'm not going to talk about how well edited this book is. But check out Jack Kirby, Words and Pictures on Indiegogo now in demand. And also check out Sunday Funnies. Last Sunday, I have become the media whore you've always expected me to be. I was on with Glenn and whole bunch of great people on Sunday Funnies last week with Randy Zimmerman et al. Anyway, and hey there, hey Harley and Dave Chapman, hello there. And oh, I see errands. Yeah, seriously, I do have them. And Donna says, Dave Chapman says, oh, much more important than us. No, I wouldn't say that. I will never say that. But as you know, just letting you know, I have an itinerary, and Cookie is making me do it. Yeah, that's it. But no, I love you guys, Dave. I always love you guys. So anyway, I mean, you think you've got it rough? I am the one who will be torn away from you. Good God. Anyway, Fleming, hey everyone, and give me the show. Guys, no, you're not getting out of it that easily, Carl. We're gonna have a seance every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Have you here? And everyone's saying hello, and mocking Carl, and Radio Retro Future will be talking to you later tonight. Good day, dropping by real quick to just send you the link to the stream today. Looking forward to our conversation later. Yeah, I'll see you a little before 6 my time. And we will converse. We'll find out more about that later. And quick, get the Brian Repellent bat spray. That's right. My God, I'm a shark, I tell you. Rick Bradley said, did you know many of the Koopalings from the Super Mario games are named after famous musicians? Most people can see the pattern in Ludwig, Iggy, and Lemmy's names. What you may not know is that Super Mario World's fire-breathing Triceratops is named Reznor, named after Trent Reznor of Nine Inch Nails, who also created the soundtrack for Quake. Find out more bites of video game trivia on R&D Gaming coming soon to the Rising Tide Network. You have no idea, Rick, how many people are waiting for you to show up. I'm serious. And wait, Carl is hosting tomorrow like he's hosting Comic Book Spectrum? No, excuse me, I may have misspoke. Friday on Nevermind the Furthermore, Carl will be hosting once again. Tomorrow night, you are stuck with me. And we will have Joe D. McPhee, the Eric Hawkins, Brian Rodman, and myself. Clyde is taking a week off. The only person that ever takes a week off is me, out of necessity. And Pops is great. Yes, he is. I agree completely, and that's why we're eager to have him back. And sorry, Matt Friday, need more coffee, and stealing never right. And looks at almost empty cup of coffee and says, forgot to fill it for the show. Well, I would understand if you left me for a few minutes, Donna, and get you some fresh stuff. And remember, folks, Eric Hawkins, Zombie from World of Oz, #4 launches this Friday. Yes. Go back and get this thing funded in half a second. Seriously. The 4th issue is available, and for everyone who missed it, Eric is also funding the trade paperback of the first 3 issues of Zombie from World of Oz, a complete story arc. Please check it out. You'll be glad you did. And our police frequencies are encrypted, but we can still hear ambulance and fire. Oh, okay, I can see that. Donna Carlene says Danville Police now allocated funds for body cams. Not sure when they will get them or already have gotten them. Yeah, that's, it's just a good thing. For reasons of transparency, not to mention liability. There's, like I said, the only policeman I've ever talked to that had any sort of reservation was he was called into the office the next day and told to stop swearing quite so much. So that was about it. And William A. Bowman's here. Mwah, good to see you, my friend. Hi, Brian. Hi, Brian, and everyone. How are all you guys? Hope all are well. I am doing spectacularly. Hope you are the same. And going down for more coffee and for Donna's coffee, not in that order. And from this, a small price publisher. Most police here either don't wear them or make sure that the camera is on. Let me clarify. Most Chicago Police Department don't. County Sheriff does, and State Police does. Well, if they started wearing them and turning them on, Chicago might not have the reputation which it has unfortunately earned. Now, I've talked to a couple of Chicago cops and they've been lovely, but it was in a non-professional capacity for one thing. But especially since 1968, with the Chicago Democratic Convention mishaps up there. They've had a rough PR road to hoe, and this is the sort of thing that changes people's minds, and it's also good from a legal point of view for the police department too. And hey, William from Donna, and does anyone else have to periodically refresh live chat to see all the comments? I can't. I have to take what I'm given. I tried refreshing the screen while I was on the air once, and it kicked me out. And so I had to make my way back in. And it's fortunately, it was like on, I think it was either Clever Title Pending or Comic Book Spectrum. Fortunately, I had other people here. This would be a real quick end. Actually, I don't know that it would end the show. The show would go on for about another. I think it might go on for like another 5 minutes, but I do know a way to get back in, because once you launch the show after you pre-schedule it and then you leave, basically you're done. So, but there's a way to get back in that I know. Anyway, John B. Pike, a happy Moon Knight Day. Happy new comic book day to you, brother. Hope you're doing well today. Good to see you, johnpica.com. And also check out the Cereal Box Network on YouTube. And Joe Dog McKeel, all this talk about ambulance calls and police calls. This show is reminding me I have an old wheelbarrow. Tire holds air. Handles are in great shape. No holes in the body. I will take. Oh my goodness, he got cut off. And thank you, Ryan Permisson, as always, for sharing it. Sharing is caring. It now has Donna Carly. Carly now has a full cup of hot coffee and is so grateful to Carl for getting that for her. Good man. Good for you, Donna. And good morning, Nevermornings from Ryan Permisson. How are you? Check out the link tree and keep up to date on all of his projects there. And KL Khan is taking the fat away. Yeah, seriously. And it's the ancient Chinese secret that's making my hands softer and my sweaters look better. And my bathwater is more adorable. And, it's just climbing in and out of that damn van. And also I have to lower myself out, too. I can't just jump. I did that right after I got it, and I jammed up one of my knees really, really badly. So, ambulance call, Raymond Avenue, Danville, 62-year-old man attacked on the stairs by cat. Oh, my God, that sounds horrible. Call the funeral home. Call the funeral home. And hashtag Brian Problems. Yeah, seriously, Harvey. Only me. Hashtag only me. And join Ryan Permisson Saturday for And I Quote with fiction writer Arrow J. Knight on Facebook on It's Nerd Culture. And good morning, Philip Thompson. Can you give me a nurturing example? Well, right now, don't stop what you're doing. Don't stop what you're doing, Philip, and be encouraging. Support your people as you would like to be supported. That's rising tide. It's the golden rule. It works. So there we go. And also interaction with your people. Like if anyone makes a comment on your Instagram post, which they should, because Phil prints a lot of his artwork in varying stages on Instagram. But you when somebody makes a comment, reply back, even if it's just thank you, because also the algorithms delight in that sort of back and forth exchange. So if somebody tells you you're great, you just reply and say thank you very much. So before the algorithms will say, well, there's just one comment here, but if you reply, then suddenly they'll see two. I hope you catch what I'm telling you. And in case you missed it, check out the latest episode of And I Quote with cosplayer and podcaster Willow Schuyler, who we all adore. Mwah, our peppermint princess. Check that out. And if you want Ryan as a guest on your show, let him know via direct messenger, and he'll pay it forward, because he's getting so many favors, and we're glad to see that. And from this from Small Press Publisher, also thanks for the help on getting the word out about the upcoming Kickstarter campaign. Currently have 24 people following on pre-page launch. Yes. For Eric's campaign, for the upcoming Nebulizer by Brian Rahman, and for the new Amazonia. Please sign up. All you have to do is click this one little thing that you'll be notified via email when the campaign goes live. Now, that does not obligate you to buy anything. It does not obligate you to make a pledge. All it does is get you that email, which in turn helps these guys in the algorithms, okay? So please, let's support our own here, all right? It would really be great. And Ryan Permisson says, I'm grateful for this community and all your support. Have a safe and productive day, everyone. You too, my friend. Thank you for being here. And Carl, you left your plastic glass on the balustrade. It's not down on the landing. And right now is almost my soul game. I understand. I do. And Brian Rahman, when it comes to Amazon, I just want to know where my free 2-day shipping went. Ooh, that's gone? Holy cats. And Amazon has always cared about money. The founder used to be a Wall Street broker. He started Amazon just to make money. Harley Slavic, that's not a surprise. That's one of the reasons a lot of us start the thing. But it's like Amazon has gotten, particularly in the book area, has gotten really bad in the last couple of years. Their packaging used to be terrific. Now, it's not unusual for me and other people to get damaged books. So, and question for your discussion, says Grant Lankard. I think I ticked everybody off by saying I think comic book artists should get paid before writers. What do you think? That's frequently the case, Grant. I don't think there's a mystery there because usually writers are the last people to get paid because they get the least amount of respect. So, because there's this misconception that anyone can write, and it's not always true, or that they know what they're doing, which is not always true. I would like to see writers get paid too, but unless you are unless you have deeper pockets than either Grant or I have, isn't always the case. That's why I work for copies. So anyway, that's my 2 cents, and I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Grant, I'd love it if you came by Comic Book Spectrum tomorrow and posed that very question. That would be awesome. And Rising Tide Publications, for whom I am grateful, has that Indiegogo project from Frog G. Please check it out, all right? And Karl Witsman says, on Friday, the kid gets locked in the bathroom during the show. Oh, man, I hear you. And the rathole.ca. I'm 2 hours earlier than y'all. Brian, you're almost as good as my coffee. I'm strong and hot. Let's hear that. Anyway, glad to have you here, Rat Hole. Hope all is well with you. And for this, Small Press Publisher, what Amazon did is that comics are now a part of Kindle Unlimited reading, so we get paid based on number of page reads as well as full purchases. Most people have unlimited reading on Kindle. That's true. And that's a good thing, actually. Because otherwise, what a lot of people were doing, at least on the book side, like if you could speed read, they'd get a book, and this is reared its ugly head again. If you watch Monday Night's Tidbits and Scribbles, you'll find out. But a number of people will get a book, speed read it in a day or two, and then return it to Amazon for full refund. And I think that's got to end. Retype right now. Amazon is nearly my sole game except my Patreon, and one unkillable drive-through RPG title in direct context. My taxes are a nightmare. Fortunately, Cookie can keep mine straight. It's not like I have I have 3 or 4 lines of income, but some years it's easier to figure out than others. And Brian Robin, I'd love to put my link in the comments here, but YouTube frowns upon that and won't allow me to add it. Brian, put in .com. Write out the word dot. And if it's anything, I know Karl will okay it. All right. And so I went from getting royalties where I could get an extra value meal at McDonald's to 20 cents a result. Oh, damn. Now that stinks. That stinks. Well, there's always going to be people that, are going to try to game the system no matter what, unfortunately. And try it, Mr. Robin, and I'll prove it if it shows up on my feed. There we go. See, you got a man on the inside here. And Harley Slavic says, my father was recently diagnosed with cancer. Oh, no, Harley, I'm sorry to hear that. So I've been busy with that and can't get to my store anymore. On a high note, I'm getting back into acting. Now, that is a high note, but please take our love and our prayers with you, Harley, and we hope that you get some good news soon. I really do. And you and your dad. All right, keep us posted, please. And sorry to hear that, Harley. I agree with Karl there. And Skunk Rocker, you lock that can in the bathroom on Friday, there won't be a Donna in the world to protect you from me, sir. And he just has to give your tail a couple extra strokes. That's all. I know your type anyway. And Grant Lankard, your show is in good hands with Karl. I think it's in better hands with Karl. Good Lord. And it's a big bathroom, Skunk. And thank you, Skunk, says Donna. Or the cat will be held up to the camera throughout the show. I don't think it will be held up to the camera so much as it will hijack the show. And Skunk Rocker says, I don't care if it's the Taj Mahal of bathrooms. You love that kitty. Bring him on as co-host. That could be amusing. And Ted Davies Artistry, Comics Unlimited podcast tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. Ted and Glenn discuss UK comics versus USA comics. What are the differences and which one is better? And good morning, Amy. How are you? I haven't seen you in ages. Mwah. Hope you are doing well, sweetheart. Good to see you here. You're making my morning. Glad to have you here. And Glenn Fleming, wow, the heavens have just opened and is throwing it down. Summer is over. We're getting some rain here, buddy. You can keep it over there. You guys are supposed to have it. And Brian's trying to get mornings off. We see it. Well, yeah, but I would fill it with another project I have in mind. Something I think you'd like. I think a lot of creatives would enjoy it. And sets up second camera for the cat on Friday. There we go. Bathroom cam. Special bathroom cam. And Ted Davies Artistry is one really better than the other. The world may never know. As from the Decimal Small Press Publisher. And the Eric Hawkins. Good to see you, sir. Morning all. I can't believe I stopped watching Moon Knight to tune in. How many times have you watched last night's episode, Eric? Probably set his alarm for 3:30 in the morning, and has been watching it like on a loop ever since. And by the way, check out Eric was a guest on the Dastardly Dingoes last night. Excellent episode. And I don't watch Moon Knight. So anyway, Glenn Fleming, Comics Unlimited podcast tomorrow, Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Ted might discuss UK comics versus USA comics. Oh, each have their own strengths. All right, there's my moderate view. And I have an IMDb page, and Harley Slavic on IMDb says, Harley Slavic, I plan on actually doing my comic show. Also, I did an audition for a commercial. You'll know the restaurant if you're in the South. Oh, wow. There's a number of them and I like in the South. I wish we're up here. And please don't forget to like. Thank you, Karl Witsman. Please, if you're watching us on Facebook, please take a second, if you would, and help this show by hitting the like button, or love, or mock me with your laughter. And if you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to please hit that thumbs up, if you would, please, or even the thumbs down. It doesn't bother me. I'm secure. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and molest that little bell that pops up so you get notified of all of our content. And Mr. Pica says, Joe D. McPhee, I am still looking for your Power Rangers versus Godzilla. Most of my mail order sources don't have it anymore, and if I can get to a local comic shop, I will see about getting a copy to review. I've got to look for one myself. Thank you for reminding me. And William Quinton, hi Brian, hi William, how you doing? Hey, check out 47 Furious Tales, great comic book by this gentleman here, beautiful artwork, wonderful stuff. And I'm doing a figure drawing class tonight to dust off some old skills. I haven't been to one since the start of the quarantine. Oh man, that's one thing. Good on you, Grant. That's one thing a lot of artists anymore, they only study from comic books, which is, they study the work of people from 20, 30, 50, 60, 80 years ago. But they fail to remember that those people learned from taking life classes and drawing real people. So good on you, Grant, and good morning, Q. And Pops Van Zandt, sorry I'm late. Hey, yo, good morning, never morning. Well, we're never minding your furthermore. Furthermore, we're glad you're here, Pops, and look forward to Pops coming by in a couple weeks. It's going to be great. And also check out CromCon last weekend of the month. Brian Robin says, oh man, yeah, Amazon's book packaging is awful now. It's usually just a book shoved in a thin bag with no packaging in there. The corners are always damaged. Yeah, it's like I'm going to put in an order for some books in the next day or two. But yeah, when I got this book here, which was one of my last books, it came a little dinged. So yeah, I think it's unfortunate. And I have one friend who ordered contributor copies for a book he had done. He ordered 47 copies. 3 came in one of those cheap-ass mailers. The others were sent individually in those cheap-ass mailers. I mean, it used to be Amazon would pack them, so they didn't move. They weren't going nowhere. And they alternated the spines and everything. Now they just toss them in, and you're pretty much on your own after that. So, yeah, it's at Amazon. Their customer service has dropped considerably in the last few years. But somebody who never drops the ball is Mark Lerner. Glad to see you, Professor. Greetings from the prairie. Greetings from the broadcast center here. Hope you're doing well. Love you to you and the family. And from the Desk of Small Press Publisher, these are fighting words in my world, but we'll explain more on Comic Book Spectrum and make all the artists have that angry glare again, like on the Dastardly Dingoes. We can't have enough controversy in the field of independent comics. Anyway, this ought to be good. And it's raining where Pops Van Zandt is, and Zeus likes kitty cats. That's ominous. Is like, what, for dinner? Anyway, miss you all. Miss you too, Amy. Love you, hon. I'm working on an Oracle deck. Oh, cool. And hoping life will calm down enough by the end of the year to get back on cons and shows. I wish you would. I miss you, sweetie. I do. Always glad to see your smiling face. And SalukiCon is coming up soon, so please attend. That'll be the 16th, I believe, of this month. It's a couple Saturdays from this time. Let's see. No, it'll be a week from Saturday. I have no conception of time anymore. Yes, it'll be a week from Saturday down at the Southern Illinois University Student Center. It's going to be a lot of fun. Harley Simon says, now how there's these cringy topics, but none are as cringy as certain dino images. That's right. I dove into the Nevermind the Furthermore vault. Thanks, Harley. Anyway, and hello, Nevermore, and Mike, Jimmy, Lordship of the Brew. Check out Nerd Bacon tomorrow morning at 9 with Nick Tocker, Luke Stone, and frequently Mike Jimmy, who is a wonderful co-host. You do a great job. I've been meaning to tell you that. And the restaurant has an orange and white W. Okay, that's different than what I was thinking. I was thinking Shoney's, but I used to love Shoney's. I really did. And he said Pops. And there were only 6 spots left for CromCon 24, the elevator pitch all late afternoon on the 30th. Nobody wants to follow Polito. I ain't afraid to follow Polito. Bring it on. I will be there. I'm part of that panel. So, I think they're all afraid of me. So anyway, I'll fill the whole slot by myself, Pops. You know I can. But obviously it's filling up fast because last night when we talked, Pops and I, there were like 24 slots left. Not so much. So if you want to hawk your books or just promote yourself, get together with Pops and have him do it. I ordered my books from Amazon, and surprisingly, they didn't put them in multiple boxes. Rick Bradley, wow, what was that like? And hello, Mike Jimmy, are you joining us tomorrow? And I wish I could say I ordered Life on Korra 5 already, but Side Job and Trains. I did get new business cards, though. Good for you, my friend. And I'm afraid I can't, says Mike Jimmy. My Side Job has me flooded this week, hopefully again next week. Maybe I should throw my hat in the ring. Who knows? Anyway, Harley Slavic says, I have an interview tonight to the end of modeling as well. Oh, cool. Now, is this going to be like Playgirl sort of stuff or what? We're interested. Anyway, Brian Rahman says, well, I must slip back into the shadows, folks. Have fun, be safe, and don't do drugs. But if you do, call Chad and us. That's right, by God. Anyway, Brian, you guys were fantastic last night. Love the show. Love you, my brother. And hope you have a sensational day. Hug Robin for me a few times. And commission jobs suck, so I need to get into this for something more lucrative. Harley, I understand. Dude, when I first got fired from a water company, I formed Freelance Words. And the idea was I was going to do like writing for hire, like advertising and stuff. And I did some advertising and realized I hated it. It's lucrative. It is very lucrative, advertising writing. It's the only place where, aside from, like a high-end auto mechanic or a rocket engineer or something, I can charge triple digits. And I'm told I'm underpriced. And I'm not talking the low end triple digits either. I'm quite expensive when I write. And Brian, you twisted man. Oh, Harley, you say that with love, my friend. Say that with love. And Comic Stock with Pops Van Zandt, please sign up for that YouTube channel. We'll be adding a lot of new characters to the Cromtastic Collage. You have to check it out. I saw it the other day. That's looking really crowded. I love that. And we got to work on our girl, Anyway, that's between me and Pops. Anyway, everybody's like, what the hell is he talking about? Anyway, since Brian is Aaron's, I'll say have a great one, everyone. Thank you, Carl. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we got a number of things we got to run around and get done. I did get my car registered yesterday, though. I did get Calgon legal, and we should be getting the tag soon. So, and I replaced a number of fuses in the fuse box of Calgon. Because driving back, we got pulled over because our taillights had gone out. And also we were having a problem with the radio overheating. I think there's a fan in there that wasn't working. But we changed it out and looking good now. So it's we're going to drive around today and test a little more. And she has a little crow on the collage. Good deal. Good deal. And acting is not easy, but it's fun. That's true. It is strenuous work having had to do that. So, yeah, I know. And stay awesome, lovelies. Glad I could still catch the end of it. Mike, Jimmy, we are so glad you were here for it. So thank you, brother. We'll see. Well, we won't see you tomorrow on Nerd Bacon, but we'll be glad to watch you the week after, all right? And looking forward to seeing Life on Korra. So anyway, let's run a few things here. In fact, I got something here just to prove that I did it. We are going to run an ad here, and I do want to, and both ads came up, but I will say there is a shaking image possible warning if you are upset by shaking images and that sort of and noise and things like that. But it's a great ad. Check it out. But this is your chance. Avert your gaze for about 30 seconds.
The Comics-Related Madness presents Enter the Cromniverse, an anthology featuring a little green dude with a bat.
Yeah, listen, it's me, Crown, the world's first real-life internet troll. So there's a whole gang of creators making an anthology starring yours truly. We're talking 15 creators, 13 stories, another 8 folks creating merchandise, all for your entertainment. Indiegogo is the place you want to go to back this glorious project. This anthology features my lovable self crossing over in today's best independent comic books and graphic novels, causing chaos everywhere I go. In addition, we're going to be offering custom painted shoes, black light tapestries, sketch cards, alternate covers, adorable crocheted mini-me's, original art, and sculptures.
Anyway, back at today, only on Indiegogo.
I haven't been following. I didn't know Cindy was already there. Pops, how you must have mocked me with your laughter last night. Anyway, it's good to see. And Eric Hodgson's is there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Take a look at that the Cromniverse there and pledge generously. And let's see what we got here. And the radio is overheating. Were you out of blinker fluid too? Nope. No, there is a it could be. I did some research, Eric, and it turns out that some fans, or some radios rather, have like a little fan, a cooling system back there, and it's very essential because sometimes if that heats up, it could turn to a blaze. But I was, when my headlights went out, I noticed I was feeling drafts from behind me that I hadn't had before. In retrospect, I recognize it now when the fuse blew, and then that and the radio started heating up. It sounds weird, but it's all interrelated. But I went through and I found some of the fuses were like look like they had corroded. But I went through and tested all of them. I bought a little tester for them, and they're all working fine. We're going to take them out pretty soon and run the errands. Anyway, I'll find out this week if I get the acting job or not. Harley, good luck with that. Break a leg, my friend. Everyone take care and stay creative. You too, Rick Bradley. Thank you for being here. And yeah, blame Pops. Well, okay, if you say so. Ace Bonnie, good to see you. Knock, knock. Who's there? Ivana Seymour. Ivana Seymour who? Ivana Seymour Buds. Take care all. Have a great day. Thank you. I ruined that, but thank you, Ace Bonnie, for your great joke. And the crochet crumbs are sold out. Oh, cool. And Chris Walker. Chris, good to see you, man, of Stupid O'Clock and Last Man Standing. Happy Hump Day, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. Busy day ahead. Have a great day, everybody. I feel you on the busy thing. It just doesn't let up. But we are going to be at, it's good to see you, my friend. I hope you have a fantastic day, Chris. Thank you for being here. No, we're going to be like I said, Friday morning, there will be a Nevermind the Furthermore. We will set that up for Karl, but there will not be me as host. We will have a great host in Karl Witsman. And what he does with his cat, I don't want to know till later. But I'll be back Monday, and I will be on tomorrow night's Comic Book Spectrum. We will have fun. And Scott Clark said, I don't understand why he's being sarcastic about this. As someone who works with audio tech all the time, overheating of amplifiers is a common and also dangerous issue. Exactly. Some car fires have been started by that, and that's why I was concerned. So, but anyway, I'm going to get that looked at, Skunk. In fact, that's one of the errands I have to run. We're not going to turn the thing in, but we're going to make an appointment to drop the van off. And I'm not driving it until after I get, I'm going to drive it to where I need to be and come home, but we're not going to play the radio. Anyway, Amy says, I'm headed out, but I'll try and catch the next one. Love you all lots. Talk to you soon. Love you, hon. Hope you're doing great. I think about you, and I hope you're doing great, and I will hope to see you later. And Skunk Cracker says, a lot of radios have heat sinks in them because of how hot they get. Yeah, exactly. It is a dangerous thing. So, yeah, you're trying to be funny, but the blinker fluid comparison is not apt here. It's true, Skunk. Yeah, and that's why I was concerned when that happened. And that's brunch. Later's all. Well, bon appetit, mademoiselle. Mwah, Donna. Glad to see you. And Skunk, thank you. Thank you very much. It's true. It is a potentially dangerous thing. And I don't want to be making car payments on a bunch of ashes. Anyway, I guess since everybody's saying have a good day and all that jazz, show must be coming to an end, which is sad because I was so busy this morning I missed most of it. But we got to talk skunk, and seriously, it's special to me. So, and I'm glad you were here. All right. So at this point, I am going to go through the litany of thank yous that I do, and one is to our sponsors of this episode, Rising Tide Publications. Please check out The Terrors is coming soon, and check out our author page for other great books that we have from other publishers, such as Oof, Boff, and Splat from Crazy 8 Press and Becky Books. It is the Subterranean Blue Grotto Essays on Batman 66, Season 3, the final season, and we talk about the final episode of Louis the Lilac with Milton Berle, and all kinds of cool stuff. It'll make you laugh, make you think. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, but no, it's good stuff, and you will enjoy it. And also Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. And everyone, please, you saw those great examples of what Jeffrey Hayes can do. If you're putting together a book or even a comic book, contact them at plasmafiregraphics.com and see what their indie creator-friendly pricing can do for you, as Jeffrey Hayes puts out all those great books, those great covers. So check them out. Check out the Facebook page. Check out plasmafiregraphics.com. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. And let's see. And okay. And well said, the Skunk Rocker from the Decimal Small Press Publisher. And Skunk says, "Oh, I guess I'll say have a great day, everyone, too. And once again, warn the Dark Pope of the dangers of neglecting his pussy cat." And gonna head out to Harley Slavic. Take care of yourself. You have a great one. And Skunk is sharpening his claws. Look out. And have a great day, everyone. I'm going to get stuff done. Thanks, Brian. Love you, buddy. Love you too, man. You and Angie have a great, great day. Good to see you as always. And Joe Dog McHeel's up to his elbows in house stuff. You guys have a great one. Joe Dog, it was great to see you here. And it's great to see you on and Chris and the whole gang on Stupid O'Clock Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern, or 9 p.m. Eastern, excuse me. And Saturday nights at 11 o'clock, followed by Dan Hollofield's Last Man Standing. Always an entertaining time. And so with that, we are going to take our leave. And again, thank you all for letting me do an hour here. And we'll make up for it next week, I promise. But be sure to tune in Friday when we have guest host and superior host Karl Witsman here. And he will entertain you for 6-7 hours and get your money's worth out of him. Anyway, watch Carl and his Pussycat, and we will see you next week. We'll see you tomorrow night on Comic Book Spectrum, and this coming Monday on this show on Nevermind the Furthermore live once again. So anyway, folks, as always, thank you for being here, and stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. Have a great hump day. New Comic Day beckons. Have a great one, folks. We'll see you tomorrow night on Comic Book Spectrum, and tune in Friday for a new Nevermind the Furthermore. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide broadcast network production. If you enjoyed any part of this show, please give it a like or a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and consider becoming one of our Patreon supporters. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Nevermind the Furthermore.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make sure that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
Now on Sunday mornings, longtime independent comics creator Randy Zimmerman brings to you a podcast that talks about the lighter and more whimsical side of comics, the fun side of comics. That's right. Sunday Funnies is back Sunday morning, 9 a.m. on the Raging 2 YouTube channel and on certain Facebook pages. Check it out, won't you? Special guests, great talk, and a lot of fun as we work to put the fun back in funny books. See you there.
Secrets, trust, worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret, Warrior's Trust, and Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
Choose high-flying action. Choose death-defying escapes. Choose spine-tingling thrills. Choose nail-biting intrigue. Now's your chance to choose the adventure. The Captain Hawkland Adventures. Available on Amazon.com.
The original intention of the film was just for my personal use, but I thought with it being such a unique thing that I'd like to offer it to anybody who wants to see it. On the first visit, Jack took us into his another room, separate room, and there were these brown parcels full of artwork piled up, and he said to me, "You draw like I do." We were in the studio for 5 hours, it was fantastic. And there's this, he's got this desk, and everything he's ever drawn has come from this desk. And then I would just go with the flow, and that's what this film is about. It's just a unique film of him.
He says, I beat you. He says, they say we came in under the dead of heat. He says, that's not true because I beat you. And the American said, well, he says, if you like to think so, he says, but I know the real story. He says, I know I clearly won that one. Well, Joe is 6'3", and I was a run, from the Lower East Side. And being Joe's partner was an advantage to me because Joe was believable. They would talk to Joe, and the Goodman brothers would get to know him. Martin Goodman owned Marvel at that time. He went to his mother and he says, look, Jackie got a job drawing. He says, they're paying him part, they're paying him money for drawing. He says, suppose I go with Jackie. He says, and he says, they'll pay me money. He says, I'll draw and they'll pay me money. He said, I'll give the money to you, which we did. We gave it all to our mothers. They called me from Nassau. I lived in Long Island. And they say, would you like to come down and draw these guys in training? I swear, this is not a story. And I said, yes, of course, I'd love to come down.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself.
Ho, ho, ho.
Santastine, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.